Hi Taurus, welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So what we're going to do is do a read for you and who, and this is going to be the first half of October. This is going to be a general read, so if you're looking for a personal read that taps into your own personal energies, go to The Guided Intuitive up here or in my description box below, okay? All right, so let's jump into this. I do want to pull a card for self-love for you because it's going to be a reading on love. I always think it starts with you first, right? So we're going to pull just right out of the gate before we jump into the full blown read here. Card on self-love and what's important for you to know in the first 2 weeks of October 2020, okay? There we go. Let's go ahead and see what wants to pop out for you, Taurus. See what wants to come out. Pulling from the Divine Energy cards here. Okay, so let's take a look at what that is. Here we go. Bust out of your cocoon, okay? Time to fly, okay? So it's time to fly, you butterfly you. So that's what's coming into play. So enough hermit mode. This is about actually getting out, becoming, from a caterpillar, into, really truly becoming a butterfly. So this is saying that you've had enough time, to stay with inside, that like one phase of your life has ended. We're on to the next is what this is saying. And this could be in a relationship or situation, but I really feel that right now for self-love for you, that you're right on the verge of some brand new, really cool possibilities that are coming into play here, okay? And you may feel like you're trapped, but this is saying you're not, okay? You're not trapped. It's like, like when this butterfly struggles to, out of its cocoon, to go free and have unlimited, experiences out in the world. It's about releasing your spirit and, for a more, really creative, expansive tomorrow, okay? So this is about pushing through your fears and limitations and having the courage and confidence to soar to brand new heights. This might have to deal with a relationship. You have your spiritual wings. It's a very, exciting time for you and well worth any discomfort that you may be feeling, okay? Who you are today, you might want to ask yourself a question, who you are today and what do you want to experience tomorrow, okay? And that's super, super key. And once you decide, know that nothing stands in your way, okay? So that's one thing that's super key for you. What's going to help you in this process? Let's just throw in a numerology card and see what that is. So self-love, it wants you to do this. So for some of you, it's kind of getting out of your cocoon a little bit, okay? Spiritual partnership, okay? So this could be in relationship to a spiritual partner. How nice. It's a 27 card that reduces to a 9, and that's about coming to fruition. So very beautiful, guys. Oh my gosh. This is so key. So what this is talking about here, there could be some sort of spiritual partnership in terms of, pushing things forward, maybe in busting out of your cocoon, you're actually calling upon another partner to kind of help you do that a little bit more. Now, this could be as it relates to love, but again, it starts with you first. So it could be that maybe you're calling upon guidance, gaining that spiritual partnership, in terms of helping you, motivating you, and kind of pushing you forward, whatever that looks like for you. But that's really super key. I love that, guys. So there you have it with that. I'm going to put this aside. We're going to jump into the read. Let me put these aside here and then jump into the flow bone read here, all right? So some of you are having problems, perhaps, it could be a mindset, it could be, a negative belief, or just anything that you feel might be limiting you. You may be in a relationship, maybe in your work or just life overall. You might want to check out one of our discovery sessions up here or in my description box because that allows some complimentary time for us to get to know you and then make a recommended, educated decision, or let me just back up here, make an educated recommendation. My mouth is faster than my brain's faster than my mouth. But that's exactly what I feel here is it allows us to make an educated recommendation for you based upon your own needs, where you're at now and where you'd like to be, okay? So if you are looking for that, it's complimentary, and you might want to check that out there too, okay? So it's up here in my description box. All right, let's jump into this and see where you're at right now, Taurus. Let's see where you're at. I had actually done most of your read previously, and then tons of people started talking, and I kept hearing it all outside, and there was just no way around it. And I really felt that I had to just kind of ditch it and then do a full new, fresh read for you here. So here we are. All right, let's take a look at this, where you're at right now. Let's take a look. All right, so Taurus, we've got an Eight of Pentacles, we've got the Judgment card, and then we've got the Knight of Pentacles, okay? So the Eight of Pentacles probably has you, working diligently at work. This could be, it's going through some sort of change in a situation. The Eights are all about some sort of change, and the Pentacles is maybe getting some sort of education. Maybe you're a manager and kind of managing multiple things, multiple priorities, and it's here you creating your own fire. This is really beautiful. And it's also very, very spiritual. She's got her smudging, she's got her smudging wand here, and just, multiple things, all spiritually related. So this is about using the universe, to work with you, using your spirituality to give you light in terms of the work that you do. It could be, again, getting enlightenment, perhaps in spirituality, if you're looking to go that route a little bit more in terms of a career, or for some of you, again, it's just using using the spirituality to gain balance and enlightenment in the work that you currently do, okay? The next card I get is the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knights are all about motion, and the Pentacles are about, taking the steps that you need to every single day and being very efficient oriented. So doing what you have to do to get you to the goal where you want to be, okay? And then I get Judgment. So this has you not ignoring your truth anymore, okay? This is saying the true you is going to come out, whether you want it to or not, it's going to come out. So there's going to be a judgment that's made. This, for some of you, could be in terms of a relationship or situation, could be work as well. I got to throw that in there because that's coming out here. And this is saying that your inner truth is wanting to come out, and there's going to be a judgment that's going to be made within that. So this is really interesting. Yeah, that's what I see here. Anything else that wants to come out for you here? Let's take a look in terms of where you're at right now. Wow, your inner truth wants to really get out there. This is getting rid of, past programming, okay? So that's what I feel here, is that you're letting go of any old past programming, and this is what it could be doing. This is what could be experiencing that. This is about, choosing your beliefs and getting rid of the old cassette tape, of the old programming, of false stories, and making decisions that support the goal that you want to achieve, right? So you're making decisions and not going to past program. You're making decisions and letting past programming go. So when I clarify, that's what I see. You're taking the steps in order to get there, and that could have been that spiritual partnership, that is allowing you to get rid of any sort of past programming from whatever stage within your life, and that's what this is saying. This is nice, guys. This is really nice. Anything else that wants to come out in terms of where you're at right now? Let's take a look. Anything else? What do we have? This is about responding versus reacting. So, in a relationship or situation, this has you really focused on coming from a loving place, and not from past programming, kind of a trauma-based response. And we've all have trauma in our life in some way, shape, or form. We've had that, and the interesting thing is that you want to focus on really focusing on ridding of any old triggers or old trauma, because trauma is kind of brings on drama. So you want to focus on the new beneficial thought patterns and get rid of any sort of past programming. And that could be how you react to others. And this is talking about you're focusing more from a loving heart and responding. And that's saying that would be important for you to do at this time. And perhaps you're already concentrating on that right now. This is beautiful. I gotta tell you, this is not an easy thing to do, but for those of you that might be having issues, in terms of past programming on that, hence Beyond the Read, you might want to check that out there too, okay? Let's take a look at the other person on the other side, all right? Let's look at the other person on the other side and what's happening with them. See what we've got here. We've got the Six of Swords, we've got the Five of Swords, and then we got the Ten of Cups. Dang. Okay, so this is actually making a decision. This is like the rite of passage, going through some sort of transition. This is sword energy. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius type energy. And then I get the Five of Swords, right? We've got the Six of Swords. There's a new birth. There's a rebirth of something here. Making a decision to make some sort of change. From choppy waters to calmer waters, but making a change here. And then I see, the Five of Swords, where there is some sort of adversity, having some sort of headache, again, this other person on this other side, it could be some sort of of conflict, some sort of tension, okay, in a relationship. This is the Ten of Cups. It's supposed to be the happy ever after here, right? So there is a decision that's being made that's very difficult. And what I feel is that it can lead to the Ten of Cups, this happy ever after. Or it could be there's tension in a relationship with, in terms of a marriage of some sort on this side for this person, and they're having to make some sort of decision, and it's going to affect their Ten of Cups, okay? So either they're making a decision and it's been hard, but they do, and it's going to lead them to a Ten of Cups, or they're in a relationship right now that is causing them some tension, and then they have to, well, it's kind of same scenario, but they're going to have to make some sort of decision. But it's kind of how I'm seeing it here, okay? Anything else for this other person here? The tension? Yeah, it's about having adaptability. Yeah, and they want a new beginning in compassion and intimacy. So this is about, you know, some sort of, you know, having flexibility and adaptability in terms of a relationship or situation, so it can bring forth a new beginning. So for some of you, you know, on this side here, the other person, it's about, you know, being able to adapt and have that flexibility to bring in a new solution to a relationship or situation. And this, you know, this Ace of Cups is a potential for intimacy and, you know, and compassion. So that's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and you know, Earth energy here. So it could be them, you know, trying to juggle two things and then having to make some sort of decision. So that's why I feel here. What else is wants to come through in the other deck here? Let's take a look. What is it? Heart and mind union, okay? So this is about making a plan and putting it to action. So it's when you combine your heart, you know, with the mind, you know, these both combined together, you can manifest a lot faster, okay? And that's what this is saying, is that there's a harmony now. There's a lot more joy with the heart and mind union. And this is going to happen in nature's timing, okay? Things will happen in the proper order as they're supposed to happen, okay? And that's what this talks about, all right? When the time is right, you know, that's going to happen. And this person is being, you know, nudged not to try to control the situation, okay? And that's what's coming into play in the relationship or situation, okay? Back to you, I want to find out how can you improve this relationship or situation? How can you improve this relationship or situation? Well, one card we got up here is the Queen of Swords. Okay, we got the Queen of Swords that came out, how you can improve the situation. We got the King of Cups, and then we got the Eight of Swords. So we got you know, air and earth, air and water energy. It looks like. So the Queen of Swords is really talking about, you know, some sort of influence. This is all about, she's very quick thinking and very perceptive. I mean, she's really, it's not that she runs and cuts something out really quick. I mean, she takes the time to think about it too. You know, she takes her sweet time, and sometimes she's not given that. You know, not a lot of people cover that with this card, but I really feel that, you know, this is all about, you know, understanding and look at things from all different angles as much as possible before a decision is made. You know, she's got huge influence, incredibly perceptive. And then I get the King of Cups. So it could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces that you might be dealing with. And what I see here is that this person is looking to gain their stability and have smooth sailing, but to gain their stability in terms of their emotions. Could be that you're dealing with someone that, you know, that right now is you know, not paying attention to you, and for some reason of sorts, and it's because they're focused on you know, kind of balancing their life out. And then I get the Eight of Swords, you know, because they're all tied up, okay? So it's funny, but for you, the best way for you to move forward is, you know, if I kind of feel like, I guess my little Bella had the answer for this. She said, yeah, that something needs to change here. So it looks like that, you know, in terms of the Queen of Swords, is that, you know, she's really looking at things from a different perspective, a calm perspective. So she's not so tied up, and there's going to be a change here. There's going to be a change. She's not imprisoned. So the best way to move forward in this relationship or situation is to focus on all the different levels of, you know, the different kind of perspectives of the situation, calm your emotions, and then it's going to get you out of the imprisonment of thinking that you do not have a choice that you can make in this, so you don't feel imprisoned. Anything that's going to help you within this? A relationship change. Wow, guys. This is interesting. Well, Bella had more to say than I did coming through it. That was so cute. This is about communication from the heart chakra, okay? So this is saying is that there needs to be some sort of change. And maybe that's what she was meowing about. There's some sort of change. It brings it to, I guess that's it. She's confirming, okay? I'll take her for a walk in a minute. She's not deprived, guys. Just know that we walk, she goes on her little leash and we walk out a little bit, and we just had playtime a little while ago, so she's not deprived, okay? But she's just being vocal because here's about communication of the throat, and then this is of the heart, right? So this is saying is that there may be in this relationship, there needs to be some sort of change, that's happening in this, that, is just not, it's just, for some reason it's being stalled, okay, is what I feel. There's some sort of relationship change that needs to happen. Anything else? Yeah, and then I get physical activity, which is really going to help you. If you focus on any sort of physical activity, get out here, start moving the blood in your system, and really, go for walks, do whatever it is that brings in a change in movement in your body. That's going to be key, and it's going to help you become a lot more clear and not stay in this type of thinking. It'll help you really calm a little bit more, like the King of Cups here. And that's what I see here. Yeah, you might have a choice. You might have a choice that is between a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is what I feel here. Yeah, it's what I feel here. Yeah, or even some earth energy here too, but that's what I feel. That's what I feel here. Let's take a look at the other side and take a look at how they can improve the relationship or situation, what that looks like. Okay, relationship, I get the Moon card, the Two of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. So the Moon card is all about illusion, okay? So this is about, things that are really deep in the subconscious are going to be coming to light, because it's a 18 card reduced into a 9, so it's coming to fruition. So that which has been eluded, and kind of been hiding, again, could be even dealing with the Pisces, right? So that's what seems to be coming through. And then I get the decision. Again, this person making a decision on this side. Their best way forward is they need to make some sort of decision, or they're going to be caught in this, this Nine of Swords type energy. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That's probably why I said that initially, because there's, some sort of stalemate that's happening right now, and they are being asked to, really make some sort of decision that gets them out of this, right? And it's going to be revealed, okay? So that's what I really feel. What's going to help them in terms of moving forward? Yes, making a decision is going to help them improve the relationship. It's either to stay in something that they're currently in right now, or move forward with something new, okay? Music is going to help them. So music is going to really help them, change the energy within the body. It's a 32 card reduced into a 5. So any sort of conflict, music is going to help, and it's also going to make them feel more confident and stronger. It's going to just kind of rearrange the energy a little bit. So, music is going to play an important role for them. It's going to help them in the process on even a spiritual level. It's going to help them heal. And then I get a 66 card that reduces to a 12, and then a 3, and that's about being creative. So this is about being creative in their healing process by using music, all right? So in this relationship, I don't know if you guys are together right now. Why do I feel that you're apart from each other right now? And there's kind of like a stalemate here, okay? Note your comments below, guys. It'd be interesting to know. And where is this relationship headed, or situation? Where is it headed? Let's take a look at what that is. Wow, a lot of stuff happening. King of Swords and the Page of Cups. So I got, King of Swords is all about having authority. It's being a visionary entrepreneur. And then there's some sort of message that comes through, okay? So you're, where this relationship is headed, you might get a message from them, okay? You might get a message from this person, and it's kind of like you thought it would never happen, but you might get some sort of message that comes through. And that's kind of what I'm feeling. Some sort of message might be coming through as it pertains to love. So it could be, you never thought you might see them walk through, because you thought, well, okay, when pigs fly, that's going to happen. But it's kind of, you might get some sort of message coming through where this relationship is headed. This person is really focused on clear thinking. They're, and this person is focused on, that other person, it seems to be focused on their kind of getting their balance a little bit more and kind of get wise in the mind on how to best move forward. So yeah, that's what I see here. How interesting. What wants to come through for you on where is this relationship headed? Where is this relationship headed? Contract. Wow. This is about balancing of the scales, okay? So it could be a business partnership, guys, or it could be a relationship that now is going to be made equal, more balanced, okay? So there's going to be some sort of contract. Some of you, it might be marriage, okay? But, that's what comes into play here. But yeah, that's what it's a 6th card. This is a birthing of something new. Note your comments below, guys. This is interesting, okay? It's getting interesting. But this just talks about some sort of contract. It could be a partnership or a legal commitment of some sort, okay? The scales of justice saying that this is saying there's new opportunities and that are coming your way right now, okay? It's something that's binding, okay? It's going to be binding. Whoa. Bella, sorry, honey, I'm almost done, okay? I'm almost done. So it's going to lead to that. What about this other person? Let's take a look over there. Where is this headed for them? And then I'm going to close things out. They're having an ending, and oh my gosh, this ending with a brand new beginning that brings them a lot of joy. So ending is the 10 of Swords. That is the ending of a cycle, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and then this coming to the 9 of Cups, being satiated. The decision is made on this side, guys. They're making a decision. I don't know if it's to actually move forward with you in a contract of some sort. That's what I'm feeling, guys. It seems to be coming through. Something is going to be legalized, or maybe they're going through some sort of divorce and something will be legalized, which will brings them to a lot more joy and ecstasy in a brand new beginning. I'm glad I took it this far because you have to listen to the very end. My gosh. Let's see. How do they feel about you? How do they feel about you? Let's see what wants to come into play. Stay optimistic about your love life, okay? Positive thinking and faith is going to bring you closer to romance. So they are focused on staying very optimistic. True love, they feel that this is a romance of a lifetime. How do you feel about them? What do we have here? You feel like there's some sort of deception, that they might be wearing some sort of mask right now, okay? Could be something of the sort. This is a past life relationship is what this talks about. You've kind of known each other before is what comes into play. And it's about being able to forgive and learn from each other as well. And that's what comes into here too. As you release and heal the past in the relationship, then the present moment can come in and bring in more love. So that's what I see here, guys. Sending lots of love, and I look forward to seeing you next time. And Bella was very vocal. She's never done this in any one of my videos before. So this is something that is going to be said. This is a big deal, okay? So I look forward to seeing you next time. And until then, namaste.